Hey, what's up, fam? Big Tony coming at you from Broham Man Cave. Hope everybody have a happy Monday. Starting work week off. Everybody feeling well and doing good. Before I get started though, I want everybody that watch this to go like us and subscribe to us on YouTube. Broham Man Cave on YouTube. Go like us and subscribe to us on YouTube. Don't forget to do that for us. All right. So today, I just last week was the first full week of training camps. So I've been looking at a couple of the training camps and stuff. So I got a few of them I had looked at during the week, and I wanted to show it to y'all and see just so y'all can see what's going on in the training camp. I'm gonna try to do like a couple a day. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to do a couple a day, but today I'm gonna start off with the Packers, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. Okay, so start off with the Packers. Uh, really, the Packers. The only thing about the Packers that I'm seeing in their practices and stuff is that they got a lot of no-name defensive players. The offense is still the same with Watson and Josh Jacobs and Love and the line. All that pretty much the same, but the defense is all no name players. I get when I say no name, I don't mean they ain't no good, but when I say no name, I mean they just like first and second year players. I don't see nobody that stand out. But they are talking about some couple of little defensive players on the line and stuff like this guy named Surreal or something like that. They've been hyping him up. So I guess he doing a little something extra in practice. But on the defensive side, I don't see nothing that they really got. That's gonna make a difference. But when it's like that, it's time. That's what gives somebody room to shine. It gives somebody room to shine. So if ain't if a lot of no names on the defense, somebody can step up and make a name for themselves on the defense. So that's I'm kind of watching the defense, not the offense, but the defense to see what the defense is gonna turn out to be because that's what's kind of looking suspect. Then Jordan Love, this is what fourth year that, and they gave him the money. So now it's time for him to put up a shit up. It's time for him to produce. When they give you that money, they gonna sign you for that contract. Now they gonna look at you different. You ain't the rookie Jordan Love no more. Now you the veteran quarterback Jordan Love, and they're gonna talk about you different. So now you got to get out there and produce, or the hate gonna be real for you. It's just how they do it. They love you today, they hate you tomorrow. It's just how they do it. So now really Jordan Love, the time you step up and run the offense and you've been there 4 years, time you get in there and handle your bid and that. And so when I was watching his interview, this is what Jordan Love had to say.
Jordan, I know you haven't gone to
seeing that type of stuff, you got to staying on the grind.
Jordan, I think now you're the longest tenured player in the locker room for this group. Just at this point, where are you? How do you feel? Comfort level being the quarterback of this group? Just how are you feeling just leading this franchise?
Yeah, no, it's crazy to think about for sure. Hearing that, I remember my rookie year when I got here. I was literally the youngest guy on the team. Playing with a bunch of older guys, and obviously in a room with Aaron Rodgers. So, a lot has changed, and I feel like the time has kind of flown by in the 7 years. So, it's different. Obviously, a lot of faces, a lot of people have came through the building, and it's been a lot of just kind of turnover. So,
all right, so that's what he had. So the question was, how is it different for you now? Is it different for you now? And that's what he said. He's the older guy on the offense now. He the one that's not the oldest guy, but the one that's been there the longest. That's what he said. So now they asking him questions and they looking to him for answers, and he kind of he had to step up and be the real leader now. Ain't nobody for them to look to else but him now. So I guess he kind of feeling that he feeling that he got to step up, be the leader of the team that he's supposed to be, because they coming to him like he the leader. So now he got to be the leader. So I'm glad he saw that part of it. We're gonna see how it work out during the season. All right, so another team I was looking at was the Chiefs. The Chiefs, the only thing about the Chiefs, they really worry about is Patrick Mahomes. If they feel like they got Patrick Mahomes, they chances are greater than anybody else, as long as they got Patrick Mahomes healthy. I don't think they even really worry about nothing else. They just worry about that. They ain't worry about nothing else. Long we got Patrick got there healthy, we got a chance. I believe they really. If everybody on the team believe that, from the coaches all the way down. Long we got Pat out there healthy, we got a chance. So Pat, then I was looking at it, he still got he got a little cutback and stuff. Like he had the injury he got. It's all about can you cut, can you jab, can you cut. So they showed him out there. Like he still got a little cut, but ain't nobody on it. But it ain't the same when anybody running behind you, anybody clipping at your legs and snatching at your ankles. It ain't the same. So really, we don't know what he look like until we get some real game action. But right now, he looking good out there in practice. Though. He moving good. Making the throws and stuff and everything. He's still doing the Patrick Mahomes stuff. But it's all about is he gonna be able to move? Because that part of his game, he's gonna be able to move. So when they came, when Patrick Mahomes interview came up, this is what he had to say.
Whatever coach says, I'm like I said, I'm going to prepare to play. He hasn't told me anything, so I'll prepare to play and prepare to get myself ready, and we'll see where we go from there. And if not, I'll be as locked in as I am during the game, and try to get myself as ready to go for the game. So it's just a process of trying to make sure you're ready for the season, and whatever coach thinks best, I'll do. It's about just learning how to play with what I got, and I feel like I'm able to move and do the things that I can, and we're just gonna keep pushing it and see where I can get it to.
Yeah,
so I can hopefully get that okay to go out there and play week one.
I'm showing y'all some little practice clip, practice clip of they little practice and stuff, and it looked like he kind of just throwing to the tight ends and the running backs. I didn't see a whole lot of going downfield and nothing like that. He was just throwing to the running backs and the tight end. So he might be trying to get himself back in the groove or something just by doing the dump down stuff. Do the easy stuff first, then do the hard stuff later. He fresh back, so we'll see how they work out. But he looked all right out there. But like I said, it's no touch. Can't touch the quarterback, so it ain't the same with somebody clipping at you and hitting at you, trying to take your head off. It ain't the same. So we gotta wait. Like all this stuff, we gotta wait till a game full real game action, so you really can assess what's going on. Because if ain't no pressure on you, it ain't no pressure on you. Like I said, if ain't no pressure on you, ain't no pressure on you. It's just what it is. Okay, you don't know what you're gonna do till you get that pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? Pressure, bust pipes up, make diamonds. You're gonna see how it gonna do. All right. So that's that on the Chiefs. So the next up is the Cowboys. And don't forget, I told y'all now about the Cowboys. The Cowboys offense is really basically the same thing as what it's been. Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and Williams, Javonte Williams and Ferguson. They did none of that change. But on the defensive side, that's where they gonna be busting heads at. I'm telling you now, that Dallas defense. And when you watch their little scrimmages and stuff, the defense was standing out, not the offense. Now the defense is standing out. They got DBs on top of DBs. They got safeties on top of safeties. Dallas stacked over there. They got something. They got something to pick from over there. They got some real talent to pick from over there. All the way from the defensive end, the no tackle, all the way to the linebackers, all the way to the DBs. They got buku of talent over there. Yeah. An embarrassment of riches that Jerry Jones got over there. Embarrassment of riches on the defense side. Now the offense side might be, I don't know. CeeDee Lamb go out, they're gonna put him back. Joe Penn go out, they might put him back. But on the defensive side, they got interchangeable parts. Yeah. At every position, they got interchangeable parts. Somebody can go out, they can stick somebody right in on defense. I'm looking at that. Yep. So they had a little interview. They had asked about what's going on out there, and This is what Dak had to say.
So much on the focus. You talk about how hard they've made it for you. Is there anything that stood out about a player that stood out about this defense so far through camp?
Just their intensity. It'd be. I don't know if I can just say one player because of the intensity. I think it might be the guy on the right. Then the backers just as crazy or excited backing him up, or and then they're making plays for the DBs, and so the DBs are screaming because they feel like they locked us down, and it's like, oh, it's only the rush. But at times the rush gets there, and the DBs do get a chance to make a play. It's just the collab effort of their intensity and their communication is felt. It's definitely felt when we're just out there and we're motioning and we're making our calls, and then post-play, anytime that they've made a play, they've celebrated deservingly so. And I just think that raises the energy of the whole team, pisses us off a little bit on offense, but
like I said, Dallas got that defense now. If you can get out there and do it, get that number ones out there on Dallas defense now, you back in, I don't know. Tell you, they got some dogs out there on defense right now. And I ain't no Cowboy fan, but hey, real is real. Like, they got some dogs out there. That Dallas defense gonna be something to reckon with. I'm looking at it. Yep. So Dak them come out and they take care of their business, which they always do during the regular season. If they come out and take care of their business, I believe defense gonna handle their end. Tell you the truth, this might be their year for Dallas though. This might be their year. Though we always talk about Dallas gonna do this at the end, but this might be their year. Dallas go, break through. They might break through this year. I'm telling you that. Just go look at it yourself and look at the offense and look what they got on defense. They might break through now. They got the team, man. They got the team out there, I believe. But Schottenheimer gonna have to put it together, and the defensive coach, what his name, Christian something, and offensive coach Christian something, and I ain't ever heard of him, and another guy, and I don't know if Schottenheimer called the plays or what. I don't know. They got, I don't know. So I guess they'll figure that out. We'll know about what's going on with all that. Like at the end of preseason, they'll be able to figure out who's gonna be calling the plays and who's gonna do what. So that's my 3 training camp relays for the day. And I'll catch y'all on the next reel for I'm gonna see who, I don't know who I'm gonna come up with. Maybe check out Lamar Jackson, check out the Niners, and the Niners I gotta check. I look at them every day. Check out Lamar Jackson, check out the Niners, and check out, I don't know. If y'all got a suggestion, y'all tell me who y'all want me to be looking at. I go look at them. Y'all just give me some suggestions who y'all want to see. I go check them out and come back and report to y'all on it. I'll do that. But I will myself come up with something for the next time. 3 more training camp teams. Something to be looking at. And another thing, and all these training camp fights, I'm gonna have some of them for y'all too. You know how it be. When training camp started, boy, we have all that testosterone on all them supplements and stuff. They gotta let their energy off on somebody. They ain't playing anybody out there but them, so they gonna let it off on each other. So we look at check out some of them training camp fights and stuff, and we'll do a little more something else when I come back. All right, thanks fam for y'all kicking it with me today. And I'll see y'all next time. Everybody be safe.